In California, what is the speed limit in a school zone when children are present and no other limit is posted? Option A, 20 miles per hour. Option B, 15 miles per hour. Option C, 25 miles per hour. Option D, 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is C, 25 miles per hour. California law sets the speed limit at 25 miles per hour within 500 to 1,000 feet of a school while children are outside or crossing. Drivers must always be prepared to stop for school crossing guards and children in school zones. In California, what is the legal BAC limit for non-commercial drivers 21 and older? Option A, 0, 5%. Option B, 0, 8%. Option C, 0, 6%. Option D, 0, 10%. The correct answer is B, 0, 8%. California's legal BAC limit for non-commercial drivers 21 and older is 0, 8%. At or above this level, a driver is presumed legally impaired and can be charged with DUI under Vehicle Code Section 23152. In California, what is the BAC limit for drivers under 21? Option A, 0, 0%, zero tolerance. Option B, 0, 2%. Option C, 0, 1%, zero tolerance law. Option D, 0, 5%. The correct answer is C, 0, 1%, zero tolerance law. California's zero tolerance law prohibits drivers under 21 from driving with a BAC of 0, 1% or higher. This applies to any measurable amount of alcohol and results in immediate license suspension. In California, what is the speed limit in a residential district unless otherwise posted? Option A, 25 miles per hour. Option B, 35 miles per hour. Option C, 30 miles per hour. Option D, 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is A, 25 miles per hour. The prima facie speed limit in a residential district in California is 25 miles per hour unless a different speed is posted. Drivers must also drive below this limit when conditions such as weather or pedestrian traffic require it. In California, what is the speed limit in a business district unless otherwise posted? Option A, 25 miles per hour. Option B, 20 miles per hour. Option C, 30 miles per hour. Option D, 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is A, 25 miles per hour. The prima facie speed limit in a business district in California is 25 miles per hour. This applies on two-lane undivided roads through business areas unless a higher or lower limit is specifically posted. In California, what does the basic speed law require of all drivers? Option A, drivers must never exceed posted speed limits under any conditions. Option B, drivers must never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. Option C, drivers must maintain at least the posted minimum speed at all times. Option D, drivers must match the speed of surrounding traffic at all times. The correct answer is B, drivers must never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. California's basic speed law, CVC 22350, requires drivers never to drive faster than is safe for current conditions, regardless of the posted limit. A driver can be cited even below the posted speed if conditions make that speed unsafe. In California, how far from a fire hydrant must you park? Option A, 10 feet. Option B, 20 feet. Option C, 15 feet. Option D, 25 feet. The correct answer is C, 15 feet. California law prohibits parking within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. This ensures fire trucks can quickly access the hydrant in an emergency without being blocked by a parked vehicle. In California, what is the minimum distance you must park from a crosswalk at an intersection? Option A, 20 feet. Option B, 15 feet. Option C, 25 feet. Option D, 10 feet. The correct answer is A, 20 feet. California requires drivers to park at least 20 feet from a crosswalk at an intersection. Parking closer obstructs pedestrian visibility and can prevent drivers from seeing people preparing to cross. In California, what must you do when a school bus is stopped with flashing red lights on an undivided road? Option A. Stop in both directions and wait until lights stop flashing. Option B. Stop only if children are visibly crossing the road. Option C. Slow to 10 miles per hour and proceed with caution. Option D. Stop only if you are directly behind the bus. The correct answer is A. Stop in both directions and wait until lights stop flashing. When a school bus displays flashing red lights on an undivided road, all traffic in both directions must stop and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is retracted. Violating this is a serious offense in California. In California, when is lane splitting legal for motorcycles? Option A. Never. Lane splitting is always illegal in California. Option B. When done in a safe and prudent manner per CVC 21658. 1. Option C. Only on freeways when traffic is fully stopped. Option D. Only when the speed difference is less than 10 miles per hour. The correct answer is B. When done in a safe and prudent manner per CVC 21658. 1. California is the only state where lane splitting is explicitly legal. Under CVC 21658. 1. Motorcyclists may ride between rows of stopped or moving vehicles when done safely and prudently. The CHP provides guidelines on safe lane splitting speeds. In California, what is the minimum age to apply for a provisional instruction permit? Option A. 14 years old. Option B. 16 years old. Option C. 15 and a half years old. Option D. 17 years old. The correct answer is C. 15 and a half years old. In California, teens may apply for a provisional instruction permit at age 15 and a half. After passing the written knowledge test, they may drive with a licensed adult 25 or older who holds a valid California license. In California, how long must a teen hold a provisional instruction permit before taking the behind-the-wheel drive test? Option A. 3 months. Option B. 12 months. Option C. 9 months. Option D. 6 months. The correct answer is D. 6 months. California GDL law requires teens under 18 to hold their provisional instruction permit for at least 6 months before taking the behind-the-wheel driving test. This ensures adequate supervised practice time. In California, how many hours of supervised driving must a teen complete before the driving test? Option A. 40 hours including 10 at night. Option B. 25 hours including 5 at night. Option C. 50 hours including 10 at night. Option D. 30 hours with no nighttime requirement. The correct answer is C. 50 hours including 10 at night. California requires teens to complete at least 50 hours of supervised driving, including a minimum of 10 hours at night, before taking the driving test. Hours must be logged with a parent, guardian, or driving instructor. In California, what is the nighttime driving restriction for a provisional license holder under 18? Option A. No driving between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Option B. No driving between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Option C. No driving between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. Option D. No driving between midnight and 6 a.m. The correct answer is C. No driving between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. California provisional license holders under May 18th not drive between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. during the first 12 months of licensure, unless accompanied by a parent, guardian, driving instructor, or licensed adult 25 or older. In California, what is the passenger restriction for a provisional license holder under 18 during the first 12 months? Option A. No passengers under 25 unless a licensed adult 25 plus is present. Option B. No more than one passenger under 18 at any time. Option C. Passengers under 18 are allowed only during daylight hours. Option D. No passengers under 18 unless a licensed adult 25 plus is also in the vehicle. The correct answer is D. No passengers under 18 unless a licensed adult 25 plus is also in the vehicle. For the first 12 months, California provisional license holders under May 18th not transport passengers under age 20 unless a licensed driver 25 or older is in the vehicle. Exceptions exist for family members and documented emergencies. In California, what does implied consent mean for drivers? Option A. Consent to let police search your vehicle without a warrant. Option B. Agreement to participate in a DMV point reduction program. Option C. Permission for passengers to carry open containers if driver is sober. Option D. Agreement to submit to chemical testing when lawfully arrested for DUI. The correct answer is D. Agreement to submit to chemical testing when lawfully arrested for DUI. California's implied consent law, CVC 23612, means that by driving on California roads, you automatically consent to chemical testing, breath, blood, or urine, if lawfully arrested for DUI. Refusing results in an automatic license suspension. In California, what is the penalty for refusing a chemical test after a DUI arrest? Option A. A 1-year license suspension for a first refusal. Option B. A $500 fine with no license action. Option C. Criminal misdemeanor added to the DUI charge. Option D. Mandatory 30-day vehicle impoundment. The correct answer is A. A 1-year license suspension for a first refusal. A first refusal to submit to a chemical test after a DUI arrest in California results in a 1-year administrative license suspension. Subsequent refusals result in longer suspensions, and the refusal can be used as evidence in court. In California, what is the move over law, CVC 21809, and what does it require? Option A. Slow to 15 miles per hour when passing any stopped vehicle on the shoulder. Option B. Change lanes away from or slow down when passing stopped emergency and service vehicles. Option C. Always use hazard lights when driving within 500 feet of a stopped vehicle. Option D. Stop completely before passing any emergency vehicle with lights on. The correct answer is B. Change lanes away from or slow down when passing stopped emergency and service vehicles. California's move over law requires drivers approaching a stationary emergency, tow truck, or road service vehicle with flashing lights to move to an adjacent lane if safely possible, or slow to a safe and reasonable speed if a lane change is not possible. In California, how many points are added to your driving record for a speeding conviction of 1 to 15 miles per hour over the limit? Option A. No points, fine only. Option B. 2 points. Option C. 3 points. Option D. 1 point. The correct answer is D. 1 point. In California, most minor moving violations including speeding 1 to 15 miles per hour over the limit add 1 point to your driving record. Points are tracked by the DMV under the Negligent Operator Treatment System, NOTS. In California, at what point total within 12 months may your license be suspended under the Negligent Operator Treatment System? Option A. 2 points in 12 months. Option B. 8 points in 12 months. Option C. 6 points in 12 months. Option D. 4 points in 12 months. The correct answer is D. 4 points in 12 months. Under California's Negligent Operator Treatment System, NOTS, accumulating 4 points in 12 months, 6 points in 24 months, or 8 points in 36 months qualifies you as a negligent operator and can result in license suspension. In California, what is the required minimum liability insurance for bodily injury per person? Option A. $15,000 per person / $30,000 per accident. Option B. $10,000 per person / $20,000 per accident. Option C. $25,000 per person / $50,000 per accident. Option D. $30,000 per person / $60,000 per accident. The correct answer is A. $15,000 per person / $30,000 per accident. California requires minimum liability insurance of $15,000 per person and $30,000 per accident for bodily injury, plus $5,000 for property damage. This is known as 15/30/5 coverage under California Insurance Code. In California, What is the correct action when a traffic signal is not working at an intersection? Option A. The driver who arrives first always has the right of way. Option B. Treat it as a four-way stop, yield to traffic and take turns. Option C. Proceed without stopping since no signal is controlling traffic. Option D. Only vehicles on the wider road have the right of way. The correct answer is B. Treat it as a four-way stop, yield to traffic and take turns. When a traffic signal is not working in California, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Each driver must stop, yield to traffic already in the intersection, and take turns in order of arrival. In California, what is the minimum distance you must park from a stop sign? Option A. 25 feet. Option B. 20 feet. Option C. 30 feet. Option D. 15 feet. The correct answer is D. 15 feet. California law prohibits parking within 15 feet of a stop sign at the corner of an intersection. Parking closer reduces visibility of the sign for approaching drivers and can cause dangerous confusion at the intersection. In California, when must you turn on your headlights? Option A. Only between sunset and sunrise. Option B. Whenever driving on a freeway regardless of time or weather. Option C. Sunset to sunrise and during any precipitation. Option D. Sunset to sunrise and whenever visibility is less than 1,000 feet. The correct answer is D. Sunset to sunrise and whenever visibility is less than 1,000 feet. California requires headlights from sunset to sunrise and at any other time when visibility is less than 1,000 feet ahead. This includes fog, rain, dust, and smoke. Daytime running lights do not replace headlights for legal purposes. In California, what is the correct wheel position when parking uphill on a street with a curb? Option A. Turn wheels away from the curb, left. Option B. Keep wheels pointed straight ahead. Option C. Turn wheels toward the curb, right. Option D. Turn wheels toward the center of the road. The correct answer is A. Turn wheels away from the curb, left. When parking uphill with a curb in California, turn your front wheels away from the curb, to the left. If the vehicle rolls backward, the curb will stop it. Always set the parking brake and leave the transmission in park or in gear. In California, what is the correct wheel position when parking downhill on a street with a curb? Option A. Turn wheels away from the curb, left. Option B. Turn wheels toward the curb, right. Option C. Keep wheels pointed straight ahead. Option D. Turn wheels toward the center of the road. The correct answer is B. Turn wheels toward the curb, right. When parking downhill with a curb, turn your front wheels toward the curb, right. If the vehicle rolls forward, the curb will stop it. Set the parking brake and leave the transmission in park or in gear. In California, what is the correct wheel position when parking uphill or downhill on a street without a curb? Option A. Turn wheels toward the center of the road in both cases. Option B. Keep wheels straight in both cases. Option C. Turn wheels toward the edge of the road, right, in both cases. Option D. Turn wheels left when uphill, right when downhill. The correct answer is C. Turn wheels toward the edge of the road, right, in both cases. When there is no curb, always turn your wheels toward the right edge of the road shoulder, whether parking uphill or downhill. This way, if the vehicle rolls in either direction, it will move off the road rather than into traffic. In California, what does a yellow curb indicate? Option A. No stopping, standing, or parking at any time. Option B. 30-minute parking limit during posted hours. Option C. Parking for disabled persons with placard only. Option D. Stopping only to load or unload passengers or freight, time limited. The correct answer is D. Stopping only to load or unload passengers or freight, time limited. A yellow curb in California means stopping is permitted only to load or unload passengers or freight. The time limit varies by location, and the driver must remain with the vehicle unless local ordinance specifies otherwise. In California, what does a red curb indicate? Option A. No stopping, standing, or parking at any time. Option B. No parking except for fire department vehicles. Option C. Stopping only for emergency vehicles. Option D. Loading zone for commercial vehicles only. The correct answer is A. No stopping, standing, or parking at any time. A red curb in California means no stopping, standing, or parking at any time by any vehicle. Red curbs are typically found near fire hydrants, bus stops, and in areas where stopping would create a hazard or obstruct traffic. In California, what does a white curb indicate? Option A. No parking during school hours on school days. Option B. Stopping only to pick up or drop off passengers, brief stop only. Option C. Parking reserved for vehicles with disabled placards. Option D. Commercial loading and unloading only. The correct answer is B. Stopping only to pick up or drop off passengers, brief stop only. A white curb in California marks a passenger loading zone. Stopping is allowed only briefly to pick up or drop off passengers. Time limits are often posted, and the driver must not leave the vehicle unattended. In California, what does a blue curb indicate? Option A. Parking for law enforcement vehicles only. Option B. Loading zone for medical facility vehicles. Option C. Parking reserved for persons with disabled placards or plates. Option D. 15-minute parking limit during all posted hours. The correct answer is C. Parking reserved for persons with disabled placards or plates. A blue curb in California designates a parking space reserved exclusively for persons with disabled person placards or special license plates. Parking in a blue zone without proper credentials carries a significant fine. In California, what does a green curb indicate? Option A. Unrestricted public parking with no time limits. Option B. Parking for government and municipal vehicles only. Option C. Reserved parking for electric vehicle charging only. Option D. Time-limited parking, often 10 or 15 minutes during posted hours. The correct answer is D. Time-limited parking, often 10 or 15 minutes during posted hours. A green curb in California indicates short-term time-limited parking. The time allowed is usually posted on a nearby sign. Green curbs are common in business districts to encourage turnover of parking spaces. In California, what is the minimum following distance recommended in normal driving conditions? Option A. 3-second following distance at minimum. Option B. 2-second following distance behind any vehicle. Option C. 1 second for every 10 miles per hour of speed. Option D. For second following distance on freeways only. The correct answer is A. 3-second following distance at minimum. California's DMV handbook recommends a minimum 3-second following distance in normal conditions. In adverse weather, heavy traffic, or when following large vehicles, increase the following distance to 4 or more seconds. In California, what is required when two vehicles reach an uncontrolled intersection at the same time? Option A. The vehicle on the wider road has the right of way. Option B. The driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. Option C. The vehicle traveling faster has the right of way. Option D. Both vehicles must stop and use hand signals to proceed. The correct answer is B. The driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. When two vehicles reach an uncontrolled intersection at the same time in California, the driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. This right-of-way rule appears on the California DMV Written Test regularly. In California, what does a flashing yellow traffic light require of drivers? Option A. Stop and wait for a green signal before proceeding. Option B. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. Option C. Slow down, be cautious, and proceed with care. Option D. Yield to all oncoming traffic before proceeding. The correct answer is C. Slow down, be cautious, and proceed with care. A flashing yellow light in California means slow down, be cautious, and proceed with care. It warns of a hazard or potential conflict. Unlike a red light, it does not require a full stop unless conditions demand it. In California, what does a flashing red traffic light require of drivers? Option A. Slow down and proceed cautiously if the path is clear. Option B. Yield to cross traffic, then proceed without stopping. Option C. Stop, wait 3 seconds, then proceed regardless of traffic. Option D. Come to a complete stop and proceed only when safe. The correct answer is D. Come to a complete stop and proceed only when safe. A flashing red light in California must be treated the same as a stop sign. Come to a complete stop, yield to cross traffic and pedestrians, and proceed only when the intersection is clear and it is safe to do so. In California, what must you do before changing lanes on a freeway? Option A. Signal for at least 100 feet, check mirrors and blind spots, then change. Option B. Signal, check mirrors, then change lanes immediately. Option C. Only check your rearview mirror before changing lanes. Option D. Check your blind spot only, mirrors are optional on freeways. The correct answer is A. Signal for at least 100 feet, check mirrors and blind spots, then change. Before changing lanes in California, signal for at least 100 feet, check all mirrors, look over your shoulder to check the blind spot, and only change lanes when it is safe. Never change lanes in an intersection. In California, how far in advance must you signal before making a turn? Option A. At least 50 feet before the turn. Option B. At least 100 feet before the turn. Option C. At least 200 feet before the turn on highways. Option D. At least 300 feet before the turn at all times. The correct answer is B. At least 100 feet before the turn. California law requires drivers to signal at least 100 feet before making a turn. On a freeway or highway, signal well in advance to allow adequate warning to other drivers. Failure to signal is a moving violation. In California, what does the term right of way legally mean? Option A. An absolute legal right to proceed before all other traffic. Option B. A legal guarantee that you will not be held liable in a crash. Option C. The privilege of immediate use of the roadway granted by law or custom. Option D. The right to use any lane regardless of speed or direction. The correct answer is C. The privilege of immediate use of the roadway granted by law or custom. Right of way in California is a privilege, not an absolute right, to the immediate use of the roadway. It must always be yielded if necessary to avoid a collision. You cannot legally take the right of way, you can only yield it. In California, what is the speed limit on a freeway unless otherwise posted? Option A. 55 miles per hour on all California freeways. Option B. 75 miles per hour on designated high-speed corridors. Option C. 70 miles per hour on rural freeways only. Option D. 65 miles per hour on most freeways. The correct answer is D. 65 miles per hour on most freeways. The maximum speed limit on most California freeways is 65 miles per hour unless a different limit is posted. Some rural freeways are posted at 70 miles per hour. The limit is always 55 miles per hour on two-lane undivided highways and for vehicles towing trailers. In California, what is the speed limit for vehicles towing a trailer on a freeway? Option A. 55 miles per hour maximum. Option B. 60 miles per hour maximum. Option C. 65 miles per hour, same as all other vehicles. Option D. 50 miles per hour maximum. The correct answer is A. 55 miles per hour maximum. California law limits vehicles towing a trailer to a maximum of 55 miles per hour on any highway or freeway. This applies to all trailer combinations including boats, RVs, and utility trailers, regardless of posted freeway speed. In California, what is the minimum distance you must park from a railroad crossing? Option A. 15 feet from the nearest rail. Option B. 5 feet from the nearest rail. Option C. 50 feet from the nearest rail. Option D. 100 feet from the nearest rail. The correct answer is B. 5 feet from the nearest rail. California law prohibits parking within 5 5 feet of the nearest rail at a railroad crossing. This ensures emergency vehicles and other traffic have clear access to the crossing and can see approaching trains. In California, what does the hands-free law require of all drivers? Option A. No phone use at all while driving, including hands-free. Option B. Handheld phone use is allowed if stopped at a red light. Option C. Drivers must use a hands-free device for all phone calls while driving. Option D. Phone use is only restricted in school zones and work zones. The correct answer is C. Drivers must use a hands-free device for all phone calls while driving. California's hands-free law requires all drivers to use a Bluetooth or speakerphone mounted in an accessible location for phone calls while driving. Holding or using a phone in hand while driving is prohibited and carries a fine. In California, what is the law regarding handheld cell phone use for drivers under 18? Option A. Drivers under May 18th use hands-free devices while driving. Option B. Same rules apply as for adult drivers, hands-free only. Option C. Drivers under May 18th use phones only during daylight hours. Option D. Drivers under 18 are prohibited from using any wireless device while driving. The correct answer is D. Drivers under 18 are prohibited from using any wireless device while driving. California prohibits drivers under 18 from using any wireless device while driving, including hands-free. This stricter rule reflects research showing teen brains are more susceptible to distraction. No exceptions apply. In California, when may you make a right turn at a red light? Option A. After a complete stop and when no sign prohibits it. Option B. Only if a sign specifically permits it. Option C. At any time without stopping if the path is clear. Option D. Only during hours when traffic is light. The correct answer is A. After a complete stop and when no sign prohibits it. In California, you may turn right at a red light after making a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and cross traffic, unless a no turn on red sign is posted. Always check for pedestrians in the crosswalk before turning. In California, what must you do when approaching an emergency vehicle stopped on the side of the road with lights flashing? Option A. Slow to 25 miles per hour regardless of the posted limit. Option B. Move to a non-adjacent lane if possible, or slow down significantly. Option C. Sound your horn to warn the workers as you pass. Option D. Stop completely before passing the emergency vehicle. The correct answer is B. Move to a non-adjacent lane if possible, or slow down significantly. California's Move Over Law, CVC 21809, requires drivers to move to a non-adjacent lane when safely possible, or slow down to a safe and reasonable speed when passing any stopped emergency, tow, or road service vehicle with lights flashing. In California, what does a pennant-shaped sign on the left side of the road indicate? Option A. A pedestrian crossing zone is ahead. Option B. A school zone is 500 feet ahead. Option C. A no-passing zone begins here. Option D. A highway work zone begins ahead. The correct answer is C. A no-passing zone begins here. A pennant-shaped, triangular, yellow sign placed on the left side of the road marks the beginning of a no-passing zone. It warns drivers that passing is unsafe and prohibited in this area due to limited sight distance or other hazards. In California, what does a double solid yellow center line mean? Option A. Passing is permitted from both directions. Option B. Passing is allowed only when the left line is dashed. Option C. Passing is allowed only for left turns into driveways. Option D. No passing is permitted from either direction. The correct answer is D. No passing is permitted from either direction. Double solid yellow center lines in California mean no passing is permitted from either direction. Crossing these lines is illegal except when turning left into a driveway or private road. This marking is used where passing is too dangerous. In California, what is the minimum distance you must park from an intersection? Option A. 10 feet. Option B. 15 feet. Option C. 20 feet. Option D. 25 feet. The correct answer is A. 10 feet. California prohibits parking within 10 feet of a corner intersection if there is no crosswalk, and within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection. Adequate clearance ensures drivers and pedestrians have clear sight lines at corners. In California, what does open container law prohibit? Option A. Alcohol in any sealed or unsealed container inside any vehicle. Option B. Having any open alcoholic beverage container in the passenger area of a vehicle. Option C. Transporting alcohol in the trunk of a personal vehicle. Option D. Passengers consuming alcohol only when the driver is also drinking. The correct answer is B. Having any open alcoholic beverage container in the passenger area of a vehicle. California's open container law, CVC 23222, prohibits drivers and passengers from having any open or unsealed alcoholic beverage container in the passenger compartment of a vehicle. Sealed containers and alcohol stored in the trunk are allowed. Outstanding! You completed all 50 California DMV Written Test Volume 1. Subscribe to the USA Driving Test for free practice tests for all 50 states. Good luck on your exam.